Hello and welcome to Whitetail Institute's Food Plot TV. We have a great show for you of a brand new product from Whitetail Institute called Conceal. This is unlike anything they've ever done before, and we're going to talk more about the uses for this product and the technical aspects a little bit later in the show. But what we're doing today, we got about a 2-acre plot here. We came in, we mowed this. We're going to be taking our soil samples. You always got to start with your soil samples no matter what food plot you're doing, and we're going to get them sent in. We're going to spray this, kill it. Once we get our soil samples back, we're going to lime it, fertilize it, and get the seed in the ground.
We're standing right here on the south edge of our property line, right here in a power line right of way. We've got a big block of timber right here to the west. We've got a big block of timber right here to the east. This is an excellent place to hunt during Kentucky's rifle season. Our bucks are really kicked into gear, rutting pretty hard, and it's a great spot to sit and watch and see if we can't find a buck crossing from one woodlot to the next looking for does. And what we're wanting to do right up here on this south edge is plant Conceal. And the reason we're wanting to plant Conceal right here is to create a barrier so that our neighboring deer hunters can't be looking down through here and seeing deer cross. If they can't see deer crossing in here, they won't be tempted to shoot them.
So before we get to seeing the final product and how our Conceal plot turned out, let's talk a little bit about some of the technical aspects as well as some of the uses for Conceal. It's an annual designed for planting in the spring. Conceal is a blend of tall growing seed varieties, each of which grows to a different height, producing a thick wall of foliage up to 9 feet tall. Conceal is also attractive to deer as a food source. Even so, Conceal isn't intended to replace your food plot plantings. Rather, its attractiveness as a food source just encourages deer to use it more often. Now, let's think about how we as hunters approach scouting, studying maps of our properties to stack the odds in our favor. We generally try to figure out where deer bed, where their food sources are, and travel routes, trails that deer will likely use, and approaches we'll use to remain undetected as we hunt. Now consider that as we go through that process. We usually find that even the best hunting locations have a hitch of some sort. It's usually one of two things: helping deer feel safe so that they'll stay in the area, and ensuring that hunters can hunt them without being detected. For example, there may be little cover near a potential food plot site for deer to bed or to use as a staging area. Cover for deer to travel from the woods to the food plot may also be inadequate, or the only approach for hunters may be across open ground. Problems like that can make certain food plot sites less productive in terms of deer usage and even unhuntable, if there's no way for hunters to access them without constantly being detected. But what if, instead of having to work around or overcome or live with such problems, you could eliminate them? What if you could easily and quickly create bedding areas to help hold deer on your property? What if you could create travel corridors where hunters or your deer could travel without being seen? That is exactly what Conceal is designed to do, to stack the odds in your favor by quickly correcting concealment deficiencies on your property. One of the components in Conceal provides up to 28 to 30% protein and fixes nitrogen. When snow arrives, some of your Conceal stand will bend down. It depends on how much snow you get, of course, but in most cases, Conceal would stand up through deer season and continue to provide a good bit of cover thereafter. Conceal is designed for spring planting only, medium, heavy to lighter soils, and soil pH of 6.5 to 7 are optimal. Conceal needs at least 6 hours of full sunlight per day.
Here we are at our Conceal plot. This was planted at the 1st of June and is now the 1st of September. So this is from 3 months of growth. I tell you what, this stuff is amazing. I'm 6'1", and a lot of this stuff is well over 3 foot taller than I am. This is going to do exactly what we want it to do. There is no way that you're going to be able to see over it or through it.
Okay, here we are. We wanted to bring you back in and show you the final product. We are a week away from the opening day of the Pennsylvania archery season. You saw us plant this Conceal plot back in the spring, and here we are. You can see behind me, I'm a big guy, I'm 6'6", and we have plants that are over 10 feet tall the whole way through this plot, doing exactly what it's supposed to do. And as we talked about earlier in the show, your imagination is the limit with this stuff. So if you're interested in purchasing Conceal, make sure you visit our website at whitetailinstitute.com, and thank you all for joining us on Whitetail Institute's Food Plot TV. Well, we hope you're as excited about this new product as we are. And if you have any questions at all, visit our website at whitetailinstitute.com. You can call us toll free. We'd love to talk to you. And we want to thank you all for joining us on Whitetail Institute's Food Plot TV.